rolling, check. Calm and stay on the hardwood.
Pump bacon, rip shaking.
Chillin' with. I be rolling out, rolling out. Off the hardwood straight.
Coming up on Off the Hardwood, you'll meet the two newest Raptors, Jermaine Jackson and Derrick, who talked to Paul Jones about growing up in Michigan, their road to the NBA, and how they've contributed to the Raptors' playoff run. You'll also meet this year's Toronto High School All-Stars.
Off the hardwood.
Off the hardwood.
Welcome back inside a much warmer St. Michael's College gym where the Toronto team is preparing itself for the annual Toronto, Michigan High School All-Star Challenge. And I'm joined by a couple of former Michigan stars themselves, Jermaine Jackson and Derrick. Now both Michigan and Toronto hotbeds for basketball. You guys might not know that about Toronto. What were your thoughts, Jermaine, when you found out you were coming to Toronto?
Well, I knew I'll be here with some great players, Vince Carter, Alvin Williams, Chris Child, Morris Peterson. I know all those guys, so it was basically like coming on a team where you know everybody, then you can feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thought was coming in, playing my part, whatever part coach wanted me to play, in whatever situation it was, to stick on this team and, make great things happen in the future.
Now you came in on a 10-day, and Derrick, you're here on a 10-day. Your role a little bit different though. Jermaine talked about, trying to find his role and fit in. You know exactly why you were brought here. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, everyone has been helpful. My job is when I'm open, knock down open shots and just play good defense. And my job has been real simple. I mean, it's not real complicated. It's easier and it's easier to fit in that way.
Do you feel pressure, Derrick, being here, not on a guaranteed contract, on a 10-day deal to start? Do you feel any kind of pressure with that?
No, you can't look at it that way. You got to take it one day at a time and just play with heart. I mean, when you're playing with heart, you don't have to worry about what's guaranteed or what's not. That'll take care of itself.
Jermaine, when you came in, the same kind of thing. You didn't get a lot of time early, but we kept hearing about how well you'd played in practice and how you were going to make this team better. Did you feel, I was asking Derrick, did you feel any pressure when you came in?
I never felt any pressure because, the situation where we from, we never have anything given to us anyway. We had to work for everything we had to get anyway. So, coming in, working, it was just another day on the job. And a situation where if you can play this game, you're going to go out and play this game. Everybody make and miss shots, but everybody can't go out there and play defense and stop someone. And, that's on the end of the game, that's where the games are won at, playing defense. So, I really look at that focus of playing great defense and trying to stop the other opponent's guy. And, once you do that, you got victories.
I want to ask you about something that the guys kid you about, and Leo Routens, the TV analyst, has also made reference to this. The guys calling you Little Alvin because the first night you were here, you kind of played with the media on that. You and Alvin ever joke about that?
Well, it was when I came here 2 years ago and played in the summer league when Lenny first got here. Me and Alvin played in the summer league together, and Alvin was out of the game, and I was bringing the ball up. And it was a situation where someone got fouled, and he looked at me and was like, "Alvin, that wasn't no foul." I said, "Huh?" And he looked, so he's like, "Oh, Jermaine, my fault." A lot of referees kid about it now before the game. They'll say, "Hey, Alvin, what ball you like?" Coming to me saying that, but it's kind of fun because I don't mind because Alvin's a great guy. He got great character, and he plays hard, things like that. So if someone's gonna call you Little Alvin, you'd rather be Little Alvin behind the way he is than somewhere else.
Derrick, what kind of contact have you had with some of the guys on the team, on this Toronto team, before you came here knowing that you were going to come and play with them?
Well, I've had some kind of contact with everyone. I played against Mopi in college, played against Keon in college also. So I had some form of contact with everyone on the team. at one point or another. So it makes it easier when you have to come in.
That's what I was going to ask. Were they pretty welcoming with you when you come in? I mean, sometimes the new guy that's coming in doesn't get a lot of love because maybe he's looking for somebody's job. You didn't feel that, Derrick?
No, I mean, this team is a bunch of comedians. You never would think it, but it's a bunch of comedians. I just fit right in.
All right. Now, Jermaine, in terms of the fitting in here, you're starting to get more and more time over the course of the season and have become a pretty big part. Are you looking at the whole thing with this year and next year as a chance to really establish yourself here in Toronto?
Well, I mean, honestly, I look at it day to day. You know what I'm saying? I take life day to day. Don't know what's going to happen the next day. So you come in practice on a Monday, you come in practicing hard, doing what you have to do. Because in the situation where you're a point guard, you have to know everybody's position on the floor. You have to know where everybody likes the ball at. And like I said, when I first came here, I had to fill out where everybody liked the ball at. You know what I'm saying? And it's still situations where I got to know Hakeem likes the ball here or Antonio likes the ball there. So, I mean, I don't really look at it saying this year or next year, but at the same time, you work day from day to day to build up, you know, and then you look to next year from here to the summer league to next year. I don't look at it saying, well, I'm gonna wait for next year because next year starts now. Right. So I go from here to here to here and just try to keep improving to make my game better.
Derrick, are you looking at?
Well,
See, he's Jordan. He's a comedian too.
Yeah.
Derrick, how do you look at your time here in Toronto? I mean, it might be short, it might be long. How do you look at your time here?
Just savor every moment you have here. You don't look at it like, oh, I'm here for 10 days, I'm here for this long. You just play every possession like it's your last, and play every day like it's your last, and you won't have to worry about when is your last day.
Do you take extra satisfaction in that you're helping this team head towards the playoffs, and if Toronto finishes 8th, they might hook up with New Jersey, the team that you started with? Do you take any satisfaction, or are you looking at that as motivation in any way, Derrick?
Yes.
Tell me the truth.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Tell me the truth.
I'll say this: the playoffs is motivation enough, and whoever you play, you're gonna give it your all no matter what. And if it so happen we play Jersey in advance, it would feel just like if I was playing anyone else.
He lying. He lying. He gonna go out there with so much fire it'd be ridiculous. So I mean,
This is true.
Right. So
Now, when we come back, these two former Michigan stars are going to get out here and talk some smack with these kids from Toronto. Stay with us.
All right, got some fast in it. You get a hold of it.
I'm gonna win.
What makes you so sure you're going to win?
That's what basically is.